Hello, my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, an intuitive messenger, and an author. And this is the monthly energetic forecast reading for Life Path number 5 for April 2024. This is the energetic forecast and reading for Life Path number 5 for April 2024. First, let me start off by saying the reason that I'm calling it an energy forecast and reading is because I just want to be clear that this is not predictive. I don't like predictions. I think predictions are not empowering and they do not elevate you and make you feel like you have access to your own power and domain. What these are is I'm accessing, being shown, and delivering to you the energies that each life path will have in their month. And this is meant to be a guide for you and to help support you. It's important to know what energies we're working with so that we can be in an alignment and flow and focus in on them. And also, if the energies are a little bit more tumultuous, how to support ourselves when working with these energies. Because it's really important that we're aware of these things so we don't feel like we're being run over by the things that are happening and the energetic shifts we're experiencing and perceiving and the impact they're having on our life and our minds and our bodies. So I just wanted to say that. No predictions. Predictions are not empowering. You have complete free will. You can completely ignore everything that I say and, live your life as you want. Or if you find any value in this, you can take it in, maybe write it down. Excuse me. Write it down, maybe take some notes so that you are aware of the energies that will be in your life according to Life Path 5. Because Spirit wants us to work with these energies instead of getting trampled over by them. Spirit wants us to work with these energies and be proactive and not be trampled over by the energies, especially now with everything going on the planet. The energy on Earth is very, very strong, and Spirit does not want us to get trampled over by things like the energies on the planet. Spirit wants us to work with them as harmoniously as we can. So, I'm going to get started. You may get a slight interruption from my cat. Looks just like her, but this is not her. But she's here and she's not sure what she wants to do with her life. So, okay, so we're going to begin. I've checked with Spirit and confirmed that these are the correct cards. Okay, so here we go. So, the way I'm outlining things now is that the first card, I'm going to call that the anchoring energy for the month. The energy that, how would you like me to say it, Spirit? Anchoring energy. Your umbrella energy for the month. That's what Spirit just gave me. This is your umbrella energy. The first card I'm going to talk about is the umbrella energy for your month. So interesting. So the umbrella energy for your month, the energy that all the other energies are going to fall under, is going to be the moon. So here we are with the moon. To cross the moon, second card, we read that as a reverse card, is the Three of Cups. After that, we have the King of Wands. This King of Wands is going to be very busy in April because he has shown up in many, many different readings. Okay, interesting. The Princessa of Pentacles. Some development is going to be important here, having to do with your material life, your physical reality. And the Six of Swords. Okay, we're going to pause for a second because I'm going to have to eject her. Okay, so we're beginning to read that. So the umbrella energy for the month for Life Path 5 for April 2024 is going to be the moon. So the moon card, I have another deck that shows the moon card. I'm going to use that in a few readings, maybe later in the year, but it's a wonderful deck. And it shows the moon in really emphasizes what the moon is about. The moon is about your mind, your subconscious, and really going deep into the shadows and into those subconscious places. So we're beginning with a bit of an intense energy as the umbrella energy of the month, Life Path 5. the moon. So there's going to be an energy of deep subconscious introspection that may be slightly intense. Okay, because anytime you're going into the moon and the mind and, exploring, you know, subconscious motivations, hidden fears, secret agendas. And it's interesting, I said secret agendas. Sometimes within our mind, we'll have a secret agenda and but we're not consciously aware of it. So in this month, Life Path 5, you may become aware of your own secret agendas, your secret agendas about yourself, about your life, about how you think, about how you deal with people, how you sabotage things. You may become aware of your own secret agenda about how you deal with yourself. The thing about the moon card is a very deep card and is a very heavy card, and it can bring things to light within ourselves that we weren't aware of before. So know that this is your umbrella energy for the month, Life Path 5. Just a lot of things coming up into your awareness from deep in your subconscious. And cross with that is the Three of Cups. So make sense, right? So normally they're having fun, they're celebrating, they're like, yes, we did it. But in the obstacle position, this is not going to feel like fun for you, right? This is not going to feel like fun, and you're not going to be connected to this energy of celebration and joy within yourself. You're going to feel blocked, which makes sense because you're going to be having a very intense and stimulating experience, and you're not going to feel connected with your joy about it. So that's why it's going to be really, really important that you support yourself when dealing with the energies of the mind, the moon, the subconscious, secret agendas, hidden agendas, fears, phobias, all the kind of stuff that you may not typically want to look at. You're being called to look at it, or you'll be nudged, I'll use that word, to look at it now, which makes sense because the energy on the planet right now is not an energy of we can't keep any part of ourselves hidden. So if we have any hidden things that we do that do not serve us, and when things don't serve us, they don't serve the collective. So if we have any of those hidden aspects that we never wanted to confront or deal with, and we're like, oh, I'm just going to ignore that. We're not in a space in April of 2024 and in the future where that can go on. That's past old behavior. But as we get ready to prepare ourselves energetically for the new world, we cannot no longer do that. We have to be fully present. Our minds have to be clear. But in order to have clarity of thought, we have to know what's happening in our mind on every level. We have to know what's happening in our mind on every level. I'm sorry my eyes have been closed during this. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I guess it's just one of those moments. Typically, I'll have my eyes open. So my eyes are just closed as I'm talking here, just so I can better connect. So always remember that with the phase of life that the whole planet is moving in, but especially people who like to be attuned, to like to have readings, who like to have spiritual knowledge, greater spiritual awareness, who work with numerology and astrology and tarot and energy and different types of things like that. Spirit, angels, the whole gamut, the occult, whatever's your thing. We're all being called to, we can no longer ignore what's in our subconscious mind, because with the new world that's coming forward, we have to know and understand our mind on every possible level. That's the only way that we can have complete clarity. And that's the only way that we can, with that complete clarity, allows us to have an open channel to spirit so that we can get the necessary messages in order to navigate this new energy successfully and with ease and grace. But if we're not accessing ourselves and we're not stepping into those deeper parts of ourselves that have previously exiled and ignored, then the new energy on the earth, which I'm sure all of you are feeling in your lives, will be able to bowl you over and knock you over. So Life Path 5, you're being given the message that this is going to be a time for you to really, really work with the moon, your mind. Think of the moon. The moon is your mind. your deeper your deeper subconscious, a deeper understanding of yourself, a deeper knowledge and awareness of who you are, the things that your own secret agendas in any aspect of your life, and how they've been prohibiting you from being who you authentically are, and maybe in some cases keeping you in a bit of a delusion. And so Spirit is saying it's understandable why you would not feel joyous about this, why you would not feel happy, you would not be in a celebratory mood, because this is some deeper work. But Spirit is also coming through to say you do have access to the King of Wands energy. Wands are about spirituality. Wands are about energy, fire, activation, passion, purpose, mission, being driven. So you do have access to this energy, Life Path 5. Excuse me. And so Spirit is saying, because you have access to this energy, go into it. Use it to support you. Call on the higher realms as you access these other more intense energies of the moon and the mind. And, really going into, or having it just come up, things you were previously unaware of about yourself, but things that are now being reflected to you. So the thing about the moon is that, does this moon have it? Yeah. This moon also has a face. So the moon reflects back to you who you truly are. And so in this space, Life Path 5, use the moon, use the King of Wands energy to help you to support yourself as you deal with that intense energy of the moon, the energy of creativity, mastery, wisdom, purpose, fire, activation, joy. Use that intense fire energy to help bolster you and protect you and carry you forward, because the King of Wands is a master energy. This is an energy of a master and someone who knows how to do certain things. So connect with that energy and allow it to support you, because the next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. I call her the Princessa of Pentacles. And so for me, the court cards are a development cycle of, human growth. And so the Princessa is here to let you know, Life Path 5, there's still some development that's necessary in order for you to know how to navigate the physical world. You're in an energy of I'll say this, there is an energy of newness about how you're navigating your physical reality. There is an energy of newness about how you're navigating your physical reality, maybe around career, maybe around finances. You're beginning a new journey around these things that is at the beginning stages of developing, because we have the Princessa, not the knight, not the queen, not the king. We have the Princessa. And so since the Princessa is here, the Page of Pentacles, she's here to say, we are beginning a new journey to understand physical reality, working in the 3D. We are beginning to understand how to work differently in new ways in the 3D, but this is a new way to work in the 3D. This is a new way to work in physical reality. And so your thoughts around this, Life Path 5, are going to be new and developing. And, which is fine, because we're always constantly in a stage of development. And the last card is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is about moving to smoother waters. The energy, especially with the moon. And so remember here, let me just point this out to you. In the beginning of the reading, you have the moon, and we have water, 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 and then we end with the swords, water, water, water again. So I'll just say, Life Path 5, your emotions will be flowing this month. There may be a lot of emotional things happening. You may feel very emotional. You may be wondering what the heck is going on. This is what's going on. You have the energy of the moon is in your life, and it's affecting things, and you're going to be feeling more emotional. And since we have the Six of Swords, you're going to be wanting to move to a place of greater calmness in your thinking, great smoother waters just in general in your life, but especially if your mind has been riled up, you're going to be wanting to move to a place of having your thoughts be calmer, calming yourself down, slowing your mind down so you can move to a place where you don't feel as jumbled up and as emotional or as in a tumult as you may have felt this month. So the Six of Swords is here to say that is a desire, that is an energy that may come up. You're going to have a feeling that I want to do this. I want to move to a place of smoother waters within myself. My mind is calmer. My emotions are calmer. I'm feeling more level. And Spirit is acknowledging that, yes, that is understandable, but you have to do something to bring yourself there. It is not, don't just say, oh, I'm just going to ride this wave and things will change. Let me just wait it out. Spirit is saying again, we're not waiting things out. We're not waiting things out. What we're doing is we're accessing these energies and we're saying to ourselves, how can I best support myself to deal with this energy of the moon in the mind? How can I best open up my connection of joy and celebration with myself emotionally? How can I access the King of Wands energy so that I am tapped into greater joy? Because look, the King of Wands is right after the the Three of Cups. So this energy of the King of Wands is coming through to support you in how to deal with this lack here, this lack of celebration and joy, because the King of Wands is the master of connecting with joy, connecting with positivity and purpose and meaning and spirituality. So that's to support you through the phases of the moon, through this emotional lack that you have inside of yourself. So you do have that there. And this is all about figuring out how you can support yourself. How can I support myself in moving to smoother waters so that my mind feels calmer? What can I do? This is what I recommend always tell my clients to connect with their breath. This seems very simplistic, but I promise if you do it often enough and regularly enough, it will change your life. It will realign your nervous system, increase your ability for emotional bandwidth, increase your ability to process stress, and increase your ability to remain calm in the face of all the little voices that may start talking in your head. Because eventually, when your emotional bandwidth expands to enough, those voices start to still themselves and become less loud and less anxious in your own mental space. So think about what you can do that is supportive to take care of your nervous system, to take care of your mind. And especially with the moon card coming up, Life Path 5, I would say if you're already in therapy, good. Continue to go and be consistent. If you're not in therapy, you may want to begin exploring that as an option to help you really confront yourself and work through these things in a healthy way. Because therapy, among other tools, can be very helpful in helping you to support yourself with, as you're holding a mirror up to yourself. Sometimes when we're holding the mirror up to ourselves, what we see in the mirror can be distorted. But if you have a kind, compassionate, therapeutic person with you, they can say, actually, what you're seeing in this mirror is actually not really true. This is what actually is true. And why do you think that you're seeing it this way? So a therapeutic relationship with a therapist can help you do that if that's not already in your life. Meditation, yoga, breath work, journaling. There's one thing about YouTube, which I love, is that there are literally thousands upon thousands of different videos about breath work, about meditation practices, about yoga, all resources that are free to you. You just have to deal with a couple ads. Okay. So there is ways that you can support yourself, and I highly, highly encourage you to do so, because you don't want to, trust me, you do not want to try to just be roughing it out with the energy of the moon in your life. Don't do that. Support yourself and give yourself everything you need. Let me see if Spirit has anything else to say. Okay, so about the moon, Spirit just wanted to say that it is important during this time in humanity's evolution that the mind be reflected back to the individual, so the individual can be healed, which is kind of what I said before, but in a different way. This reflection is not meant to scare you or make you feel intimidated in any way, but it's meant to remind you of the places and spaces within yourself and in your psyche that need healing, so that you will no longer unconsciously enact agendas that sabotage you and take you in directions and places and spaces you do not want to be. Access the energy of the moon so that you can hear yourself and hear yourself clearly and deeply, because that is going to be very, very important. Let's see what the Three of Cups. Three of Cups reversed. What would you like to say? Know that the energy of celebration and joy is our birthright and something that we're always entitled to. When this card shows up in the reverse, it's to remind you that you have disconnected from that. Most likely because you have been in that moon energy of suppression and disconnection from your true thoughts and feelings from within. So when we cut ourselves off from one part of ourselves, we cut ourselves off from the whole, whether we realize it or not, or at least diminish access to other parts of ourselves. So Spirit is saying this energy, this Three of Cups energy, the energy of joy and celebration and togetherness may have been missing for your life, but it's something that you're entitled to. And it's important. And Spirit is bringing this card up to you in the reverse position so that you know that this is an energy you have been missing within yourself and in your life, and to reflect back to you as a reminder that you need to access this energy because it's something that you're entitled to. The energy of celebration, joy, and togetherness. The King of Wands. Spirit, what would you like to say about the King of Wands? The King of Wands is the master of inspiration and motivation. And let this energy anchor you as you navigate these other energies in the month. The King of Wands is the master of inspiration and motivation, and another master of creativity. A master of creativity. Let this energy anchor you in the month and call on its wisdom to support you as you navigate these energies in your life for the next 60 to 90 days. And by me using 60 to 90 days, I mean, this is when they'll be in their blooming phase. And then it'll just be a part of your life. But if you support yourself, you'll know how to navigate them and it won't feel as tumultuous. You'll just be aware. The Page of Pentacles. You're going to begin to develop new ideas about the third dimension. You're going to begin to develop new ideas about the third dimension and physical reality. They're going to be new in the first, and they're going to be undeveloped, but you're going to begin developing these things, especially around career and finances. You're going to be, beginning to open yourself up to new ideas around career and finances that were not previously open to you before, because you may have had some mental blocks because, again, you have that moon energy. Certain things were suppressed. Okay. Oh, and especially the King of Wands, He's the king of business. And so his energy can support the princessa in her new developing ideas around career and finances. Page of Swords, excuse me, not the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, Spirit. What would you like to say? To navigate the Six of Swords energy successfully, you have to be in tune with yourself. It's no longer about being in denial. It's about being in tune and knowing what's good for you mentally and removing yourself from places and spaces, as I said before, that no longer serve you. We can't just go along to get along anymore. If something is troubling your mind, you need to begin to move away from it. The swords are about mind. The swords are about air and the mind. If there's things that have been troubling your mind, it's time to move away from them. It's time to think about them, acknowledge them, and begin to move away from them to free up some of your mental space and give yourself what you need to do the other healing that is necessary, especially with this major arcana card showing up of the moon. So you're going to be called on to analyze some things and begin to release things that no longer serve you pertaining to things that have been clogging up your mind. And it's really interesting. In all the readings I've been doing for April, the swords have been coming up significantly. So in April, and this will probably come up in the collective message as well, in the month of April, you're really, really going to be seeing a lot of clearing away of thoughts and ideas that no longer serve. It's going to be necessary for us to gain the clarity that the moon card is asking us to call for of understanding our mind at all levels, especially as we step into this new energy on planet Earth. My nose is doing something very interesting and weird. Interesting. Okay. So I'd like to leave you with a card from the angels. Angels, one card for Life Path 5. One card for Life Path to support the energy of subconscious transition. One card, message from the angels to support the energy of the moon and these transitions. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Life Path 5. Life Path. I was guided to pull 2 cards for you, Life Path 5, so we will make it do what it do. The first card is courage and bravery. Okay, have courage and bravery during this time, Life Path 5. Don't get intimidated. Don't be overwhelmed. Have courage and bravery. Next card is intuition and downloads. She has shown up in another reading. So again, this is going to be a very intuitive time for you. It's going to be makes sense, right? Because the moon also deals with intuition. The moon also deals with intuition because there's so much water is flowing here, and water has to do with in the intuition and the flow of information down the spiritual channel. And so these two go well together, the moon and intuition and downloads. Okay. Let's see what we're saying about courage and bravery. You have the heart of a warrior. You want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in a light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is right. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. Angels are reminding you that it's okay to feel, and your vulnerability will allow you to tap into even greater inner strength. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe and guided and safe, guided and guarded. So call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy and any situations that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experiences of being respected. Extended message. Your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that will always remain whole, healed, and complete. So if you are feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and the angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift you can give the world at this time is your truth. So that's the message from the angel card having to do with courage and bravery. And so let's see what our little sister has to say here about intuition. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. When you draw this card, your angels want you to know that the feelings you are having and the intuitive urges that you have been feeling are divinely inspired. If you feel you've been having psychic insights into a particular situation or have been wondering if you can trust them, this card is reassuring you that you are indeed correct. You would not think I have this light here. Is that better? We're going to do our best, okay? This card is reassuring you that you are indeed correct. This is a time when you're able to see, hear, and feel beyond the human senses. Your intuition is becoming stronger, and you are in touch with your angels, guides, and other divine beings who are encouraging your growth and connection to the universe. You are a light worker. This means you have the capacity to bring light to the earth through your presence and purpose. Even though you may feel sensitive and overwhelmed, know that your gifts are stronger now and your psychic muscles are moving. You are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. You may want to use what you pick up to plan ahead. If so, it's important to keep your mind and energy focused on what's the best possible outcome. Be aware of signs and symbols showing up at this time. Your angels are sending you important messages that will help you move forward in your life. Call upon them to help you connect deeply with the spiritual vision that is opening up within you now. So you have a lot of support from the angels, Life Path 5. They're encouraging you to live with bravery and courage, and that you're receiving psychic downloads of intuition and messages. Your mind is going to be very, very open. Again, with the moon, your mind is going to be very, very open. Because I kind of went into more the intense aspects of the moon, but also let me add on to it that the moon is also about deep intuition, psychic visions, intense dreams, things of that nature. So you may experience that as well, Life Path 5, with this energy of the moon. This could be a time of psychic opening for you. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot going on there. So I hope this resonated with you. I hope this spoke to you in certain ways. Please, get out your journal, put down what resonated with you, and put certain things on your radar so you know what energies you're working with for the month of April 2024. so that you can work with these energies and navigate them successfully and not have these energies make you feel like you're being run over, because you don't have to be run over. You can be guided and supported and connected by the universe and the beings that love us. You do not have to go through these things by yourself. And on the physical level, you have the power to give yourself what you need by taking care of your mind, taking care of your nervous system, connecting with your body, and connecting with your breath. These are all things that can help sustain you no matter what you're going through. So I hope this message resonated. I hope it spoke to you. If you like a personal, more in-depth reading with me, the information is in the description box below. Hello, not hello, goodbye. My name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, an intuitive messenger, and an author. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it, leave a comment below, and I'd love to have you subscribe. So you take care, and I will see you next time. Peace.